shortly after primary, there were a number of candidates running for governor.
I want to say thank you to Francesca Hong. You know, throughout this entire campaign, she showed that it doesn't matter if you believe it's a long shot. As long as you believe in what you believe in the values of this state, there's nothing that can stop you. And I want to say thank you to not just her, but her supporters as well, because now is the time for us to focus on our ultimate goal. And that is making sure that we defeat MAGA extremist Congressman Tom Tiffany from never occupying this governor's office.
That's not a footnote. It's not a footnote.
Now it's time to make sure that we pull up a seat for everybody to have a seat at this table. Many of you have heard me say that if you don't have a seat at the table, you're on the menu. Our workers have been on the menu. Our teachers, our students, our older adults, people with disabilities, they've all been on the menu. But with this administration, we say no more. And it's not just about electing a good Democrat to continue the great work that Governor Evers has started. It's about making sure that we are electing Democrats to take over the state Senate and take over the state Assembly, to push policies that's going to move us forward, y'all.
Let me tell you, Tom.
Now, there's a lot of people asking me, well, David, can you really beat Tom Tiffany? Well, let me tell y'all, you know, there's a big contrast between me and the MAGA extremist in Congressman Tom Tiffany. You see, what he wants to do is he wants to continue to divide and distract. Because honestly, he doesn't have any policies that he can actually run on, y'all. He has voted 100% with Donald Trump, which means that he's only going to carry the concerns of this president and never carry the concerns of those that he represents. This is about our state, not about bringing Washington politics in our own backyard.
They said we were right, and they found that that law cannot be enforced, and as a result...
We need a governor who's going to protect our most vulnerable populations and not be a part of a federal immigration agenda that Donald Trump has created. We need a governor who's going to make sure that we fully fund early childhood education in our public schools to make sure that they have access to success. We're going to make sure that parents don't have to make a decision whether they're going to go to work to get their paycheck or stay at home to take care of their little ones. We're going to make sure that no one has to make a decision on whether or not they're going to pay that hospital bill or pay their utility bill. This is the state of Wisconsin that I am fighting for, but it's going to take all of us to make it happen. And so what I'm asking you today is I'm asking you to get in the game.
You see, back in those days, Belle Phillips, she opened a door in this city, and just last night,
Well, look, we're all Democrats. I think that we forget that our ultimate goal, no matter who is coming after this primary election, was to defeat Tom Tiffany. And so we can't allow the division and the distractions that Republicans and Tom Tiffany and Trump has been focusing on and play right into their hands. As long as we keep reacting and responding directly to them, we're doing exactly what they want us to do, and they're defining us for us. And so now is the time for us to come to the table. Well, I just want folks to know that this is a moment for us to get back on the offense. You know, making sure that we invest in our public schools, create access, better access to early childhood education, to health care. We know that right now we're dealing with a Trump administration, as well a candidate in the MAGA extremists like Tom Tiffany, who doesn't really care about people. He's going to throw as much money into this race. They're going to continue to hurl as many insults as well. But we know that the one thing that beats money power is people power. And so we want to make sure that we are building the type of coalition that allows us to not only defeat Donald Trump and his legacy, but ultimately defeat Congressman Tom Tiffany in this upcoming November.
We had an engaging primary where people talked about